In this video, we're going to look at another example. We're not going to use numbers this time. This is going to be an array of characters. So we have a two-dimensional array that holds type char, so individual characters, and that array is going to be called answers. So these are individual students. Each row is a different student, and individual students' answers for a quiz. Okay, so this is student one's answers. This would be the next student's answer. Then this would be the next student's answers. And we also have a single dimensional array of chars called keys. Okay, and this is the answer key to the quiz. So we're going to compare student one's answers to the items in the key to see how many of them match. And then we'll do student two, the next student, compare their answers to the key to see how many items match. So let's see how we do that. Hopefully you're seeing a pattern here because we have a for loop that's going to go through each of the individual rows, which is a student. And then inside each student, we have another for loop. Okay, so another set of nested for loops. Okay. This for loop is going to count through each answer of the row and compare each answer of the row. So this is counting with J. Okay, so if we're on student 0, okay, we're going to compare student 0's first answer, which would be J sub when J is 0, to the key when J is 0. And then the second answer to the second answer, the third answer to the third answer. So we're using this single dimensional array for the key using the variable J to iterate through both its answers and the individual student answers. We're comparing them and adding one to the correct count for each student. So when each student starts running the inner loop of the for loop, this inner loop right here, before it starts, we're setting the correct count back to 0. So this will run through every answer that matches. Will increase the correct count by 1. Then we'll print out the correct count for each student. Okay, and then it'll come back around, reset the correct count to 0, go through the next students, print out their answer, their correct count, and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and run this. And we can say student 0's correct count was 7, student 1's correct count was 6, 5, 4, and so on and so forth, all the way down through all 7 students. The inside loop is doing most of the work. It's resetting the correct count to 0, adding up the correct count for that student, printing out the answer before it goes on with the outside loop to hit the next student.